If you sell a 40 delta option, as I'm going to show you on my screen right here, I'm going to go into my portfolio. I'm going to show you some examples. They're going to be very interesting for you to understand. And this is the only video that you have to watch on the wheel strategy. So once you see the examples, you'll see that it's okay to get assigned.
Alrighty, let's introduce the wheel strategy and go through some real examples. I'm going to show you a low risk and consistent option play that I'm going to make on Nvidia. I'm also going to show you an example on American Airlines because specifically, even when a stock doesn't move that much, you can still make a lot of money. Now look, my portfolio is up 2% in the past week, up $65,000. Things are going phenomenally. I have been crushing it and I'm very happy with my one-on-one coaching students. So let's just jump into Nvidia right now. Nvidia is one of my top plays. I love Nvidia on multiple levels, both from the technical side as well as the fundamental side. Now look, Nvidia right now is at $116. I have several different option positions, and in fact I'm running the wheel strategy on multiple different levels. I have a 107 sell put and a 102 sell put. Both of those are expiring in October in a very short amount of time. Now let me show you how I would basically start off the wheel. So if I go to the 1 month return right here, you will see that the bottom for Nvidia was around 102. So no surprise that I am selling around this level. Now the reason why I'm doing this is I'm always looking for support. I always want to find the support of a stock. If I can find the support, I'm very comfortable selling put options around that support level because that gives me a very low risk of getting assigned. So delta doesn't always matter. I'm going to contradict myself. If you look at a stock and you see that it's at a 52-week low, delta basically doesn't matter. If it's a high quality company near its 52-week low, it is a no-brainer to sell put options. You can make a lot of consistent income by selling put options at even a 3-month low. So that's why I'm looking at the 1 month low. If I look at the 3-month low, Nvidia has actually had a double bounce. It has had a 98 low point on August 7th. That was a while ago. And a low point at 102. And that's why I've been selling options on Nvidia around, I've had 98 sell puts and I've had 102 sell puts. But right now I'm specifically very bullish on Nvidia. I think that this level is very cheap. And in fact, I would say around $107 per share would be exactly where I would want to buy Nvidia. So here's what I would do. I would go to sell put option, and now I'm going to pick an expiration date. So look, to do the wheel strategy, this involves selling a put option, and then if you do get assigned, you start selling covered calls, and you don't mind this at all because it's very safe. It's a great alternative to just buying stock. It's way better than that. And one of the highlights of how selling puts helps you acquire stock at a discount is that you get paid income, and if you get assigned, you have to buy shares. But I would love to buy shares of Nvidia. In fact, if the market was open, I'm a little bit pre-market right now. If the market was open, I'd be adding to my Nvidia position. But nonetheless, let's go to November 15 expiration. Okay, I'm going to open this for November 15, and I'm going to sell a put option. I said 107 is base. Here's something really interesting. I said 107 is basically where I think it's a really, really good purchase. But look, even the 110, the break-even price is 104, and that's because the 110 strike, and then you collect $560 worth of premium. Right here you can see the premium is $560, and that's why the break-even price is the 110 minus the premium. So I would be even happy, and I would be way below my 107 estimate of where I think Nvidia is an absolute steal, like an absolute steal, even at 110 because of the premium. So I can go a little bit higher here. You can see how even at 115, I'm getting that 107 price. So I'm going to go ahead and choose this option right here because 115 is pretty close to 116. Right now, this would be a high delta option at 0.43. So it looks like I'm breaking some rules, but the fact of the matter is the wheel strategy allows me to buy a stock where I want to buy it. And on Nvidia, I want to go higher delta. Now, look, when I'm running the wheel strategy for risk management, if you want to have good risk management and you don't want to get assigned all the time, you want to have 10 to 15 positions in your portfolio, yeah, you want to go for 30 delta, maybe even 20 delta. It depends on your level of risk. That's why I do one-on-one coaching now. I'm going old school. I no longer just sell a cookie cutter program, or not that my program was cookie cutter, but I no longer want to sell to the masses. I want to focus one-on-one. I want to go old school, work with you one-on-one on Zoom calls. And that's because each situation is unique. And for this right here, the 115 sell put that I'm going to open up when the market opens, I'm going to be very happy because Nvidia, I think, is a very good value at $107 per share. I'm going to sell the 115. And here, basically, I'm going higher delta, which in theory is higher risk, but there really isn't any risk because when you're going for the wheel strategy, you want to acquire shares, and the benefit is that there's very low management. That's one of the best things. When I work with retirees who are just looking for safe, consistent, passive income, they're not looking to day trade, they don't want anything risky, they just want to make their 2, 3, 4% per month. You know, many of the students I work with, obviously my one-on-one coaching is a luxury. And I like to work with folks that have, 50K or 100K. When you have a 100K portfolio and you're making 3% a month, that's $3,000 a month. Not bad. At 200K, that's $6,000 a month. Maybe more. My last month was very good. I had over 6.5% return. So obviously things vary based on the market. But what I love about the wheel strategy is it is low management. The wheel strategy requires minimal management. You sell puts, wait for expiration. This is very important. A lot of my students, they get in their own way. It's not the market that's your enemy. You are your own enemy, because many times students will panic and they start wanting to close positions. No, don't do that. You want to wait for expiration. In my research, when I was working at Goldman Sachs, I had many access to a lot of research articles. And I did basically cross-sectional research, which is looking at many different research reports. And I've determined for myself that waiting to expiration is not just the least amount of work, the lowest amount of management, it's also honestly the highest amount of results. So for me, once I do get assigned at expiration, if it's in the money, I don't do anything before, that's okay. Because once I get assigned, that next Monday, I am selling covered calls if I get assigned the shares. This is, by the way, the wheel strategy. It's safe. It's safer than stocks. It's a moderately bullish strategy that profits from stocks you already want to own. So I'm going to open this position once the market opens up. I'm going to sell. Me personally, I'm going to open up 10 contracts. So I'm going to do 10 contracts here. I'm going to go for the bid price of 7.8 or so, right? And I'm going to collect $7,800. My max loss here, let me explain this to you real quick because this looks scary, but it's not. This means if the stock were to go down to zero, that you would lose 107K. But Nvidia is not going to zero. Okay, then it's a high quality company, so you don't have to worry about that. Really, you can start losing money below 107, but the support is super strong at 100. Like, how much money can you really lose? I'm basically going to make $7,800 at 100. Even if it went down to 100, I would lose about $700. So this is an even money bet. So I can make $7,800. I can quote unquote lose $7,000 on paper and get assigned if it's at 100, but it would quickly recover. Honestly, it would quickly recover. So this is a 1-to-1 risk to reward ratio, but the recovery on this would be absolutely insane. So I really don't have much worry about a position like this. And I mean, just look at my portfolio. I mean, I've grown my portfolio. Let me go back to my portfolio. I'm going to show you an example on American Airlines. My portfolio has been in growth mode for, week after week, 1 to 2%. Now, not every week is 1 to 2%. Sometimes I have 0.75%. Sometimes I have 0.6%. Sometimes on earnings, I have 3 to 4% returns, right? During earnings weeks, there's a lot of opportunity. And sometimes I have losing weeks as well. Guys, I'm the only guy that's transparently showing you everything, my wins, my losses, and not really fudging my numbers, right? I'm telling you, I have losses, but I win most of the time. And I've been doing this for a long time, so it's pretty easy for me now, but really wasn't always like this. And I'm going to show you the technicals, by the way. Let's go to the chart right here on American Airlines. American Airlines has done nothing. It has been going sideways. Now, on the surface level, to you might think to yourself, well, why is Henry trading American Airlines? I like industrial stocks, guys. Industrials is a necessary component in your portfolio. And industrials like Caterpillar and American Airlines and Delta Airlines is a fantastic addition to have in your portfolio. But look, American Airlines has been going sideways. It hasn't really had a whole lot of movement, has had a big dip right here, and now we've just recovered back to $11 per share. So look, the wheel strategy is a moderately bullish strategy. So when you're selling options, you actually don't want the stock to move that much. I recently acquired acquired a little bit more shares. I did get out of this position because I was running the wheel strategy and I got stopped out of the position. I ended up losing my shares, and that's fine. That's fine. When a covered call goes into the money, if I'm up a little bit of money on there and the covered call is in the money, I just let it sell off. So look, let's go to trade American Airlines options. Let's go to sell. Now, let's go to an expiration date. Let's go November, okay? So if I were to sell a put option at 11, you'll see how basically this is 6% return in 1 month. How insane is that? That's insanely good. 6% in 1 month on a good quality company that's moving sideways. Literally, guys, I don't know how to give you a better money printing machine that's passive, that doesn't require that much work, that you can just literally click a button to make money using your capital. Literally, look at the pattern. You don't have to be a rocket scientist to understand that American Airlines is moving sideways. Premium is really good. If I expand this option right here, the implied volatility is very good. The volume is good. The bid-ask price is very tight. Now look, the bid is 0.66, the ask is 0.69. It means there's very little slippage cost, guys. When you have a wide bid-ask price, that's very bad. That means there's a lot of money that's being lost, and someone else on Wall Street is making money because they're making a market, right? They're buying at 66 and they're selling at 69. That's good for them. But you as a retail investor and myself, I'm always looking for a good bid-ask spread. I'm looking for good volatility. The delta here is high, but look, I don't care because of the pattern, because of the technical analysis. I'm confident. Been doing this for a decade. This works. I've been doing American Airlines for years. I've been talking about Palantir since it was IPO. I've been trading American Airlines for 4 years now, okay? This company is very interesting and it's good to make money. You don't have to use American Airlines, but I'm teaching you the logic and the thought process because I want you to make money. This game of option trading is not only fun, it's exciting, it's very lucrative. So, selling put option here at 11. If it goes below 11, my management strategy will be to do nothing, to get assigned, and then once assignment happens, let's say that it's November, I had to acquire American Airlines. In fact, I think I'm in that position right now. So let's look at my position. I acquired 100 shares of American Airlines. Actually, this was an example that I was doing during my live coaching call. So here I have 100 shares, and guess what? Once the market opens up, my average cost is $10.91. I'm going to sell an $11 covered call option. So this is a very small position. It's $1,000, but this is a perfect example. I'm making $14 on 1,100, okay? Now I'm going to be selling a covered call option. I'm going to show you which covered call option I'm going to sell today. I'm going to go to sell call. I'm going to go to, let's go to December. It doesn't even matter. The whole point is you are collecting income, all right? The 11 covered call is going for $1. This is literally a 10% return in 89 days. How insane is that? Literally a money printing machine. Now, if you wanted to go a little bit out of the money, like the $12 covered call here, I think that's also a very fantastic idea because essentially you get some upside. So let's say that you got assigned at 11. Okay, if you sell $12 covered calls, not only do you collect the premium here of $62, but you also have the upside from the stock itself going from $11 to $12. So you get a whole $1 increase. Now, the reason why I like American Airlines, again, is because the technical analysis is very clear and understandable to me. I like to make money in simple ways. I don't want to get complicated. I just want to have that safe passive income to continue traveling and living a good lifestyle. And really, I enjoy the work that I do. So I am a one-on-one coach, and this is my number one strategy. I focus on this strategy primarily when I have my one-on-one Zoom calls. If you want help, simply click the first link in the description. It's the only link in the description. The only thing I do is one-on-one coaching. Discord is included, but the focus is going to be on old school, working hands-on. That's what I enjoy to do. That's my passion. And the program might be full, but whenever there's spots open, I'd love to work with you hands-on. If you have a decent-sized portfolio and you want to grow and make $10,000 to $20,000 a month consistently,